Ghost energy drink, newest flavor, iced tea lemonade. I've yet to try this. I'm gonna try it live here on this video, tell you if it's good or not. Not the best couple of months for Ghost. Since the Dr. Pepper acquisition, two things have gone wrong with the company. Number one is that they changed their packaging. Now, to the naked eye, you might not notice a difference. The color scheme, the overall design of the can may look the same, but if you recall, and if you are a habitual Ghost drinker like I am, on the old version of the can, the letters in Ghost would pop out. Some of the graphics on the can would pop out. You could feel the texture difference in your hand. It was a pretty cool thing, and as an emerging company back in the day when they first started, this was one of the things that separated Ghost from its competitors. Now, since the Dr. Pepper acquisition, my guess is that they came in and said, hey, this can is cool and all, but if you change to this more basic version, you could save 10 cents a can or 15 cents. I'm pulling numbers out of my ass, I don't know for sure, but my guess is that that is how the conversation went. Again, may not be a big deal to you. It's a pain point for me. I hate when companies change their branding basically for no reason. Second thing, and the more important thing, is Ghost had a licensing agreement with a company called Mondelez. Now, on the surface, you may not be familiar with Mondelez as the umbrella company, but you are most certainly familiar with some of the brands that are under their umbrella. I don't know if you've ever seen some of these social media graphics. It's like a big chart and it says something to the effect of, these 8 companies represent 95% of the consumer packaged goods in your typical grocery store. Mondelez is one of those brands. They own Oreos, Chips Ahoy, Ritz crackers, Wheat Thins, Cliff Bars, Stride gum, Swedish Fish, Sour Patch Kids, which is particularly important because Ghost licensed the ability to use the Swedish Fish flavor and the Sour Patch Kids flavor in their Ghost energy drink product. To me, these were 3 of the best flavors that they had, the Swedish Fish and the 2 versions of the Sour Patch, the red and the blue. What happened here, and I'm just going by press releases and stuff that I've read, apparently Mondelez was not made aware of the partnership between Dr. Pepper and Ghost. More importantly, Ghost and Mondelez, their licensing agreement ended on such and such date. Ghost apparently continued to distribute those flavors beyond that date. This has led to a fragmented relationship between the two. It doesn't seem like we're going to get those flavors back again, so if you are a fan of the Swedish Fish or the Sour Patch, I would recommend buying it up right now. Hey, sell it on eBay in a year or two, but it sucks for me because those are some of my favorite flavors, so now I have to stick with the Welch's and the Warheads flavors. It is what it is. It sucks that it came to that, but let's get to the subject of today's video, the newest flavor, iced tea lemonade. Like I said, I haven't tried this. This is a legitimate organic review. Ingredients, the same as the other Ghost flavors, 200 milligrams of caffeine, alpha GPC, carnitine, taurine. This is one of the better, if not the best, formulations for energy drinks out there. They've really stepped it up. It's part of the reason why I like this brand so much. It's not just your typical caffeine plus B vitamins. There's actual performance enhancing ingredients in legitimate doses in this particular product. So let's get to it. Yeah, it's not bad. What's interesting about this is that it's carbonated. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't look at the ingredients, but if you're familiar with Bang, Bang has a bunch of these iced tea flavors that I really like. It is not carbonated. It's just like a regular uncarbonated beverage. So this is a carbonated iced tea lemonade. It's pretty good. I would give it, on a taste scale, like a 7. It's something that I would buy again. Unfortunately, I may have to buy it again if they're getting rid of some of my favorite flavors, but overall, it's pretty good. Like I said, what sets Ghost apart from these other brands, in addition to the ingredients panel, is these licensing agreements with these companies that have these popular flavors, like the Swedish Fish, like the Warheads, etc. It's the reason I buy this so much, because they freaking nail the flavor when they have these licensing agreements. I keep using the word licensing, forgive me for that, but if you look at something like C4 and their Skittles and Starburst flavors, it's not there. I don't know what went wrong, but they have this agreement with these flavors in order to use them, and for some reason they can't nail the formulation. Ghost nailed it, which is why I love it so much. This is not one of them. This is just a standard iced tea lemonade flavor. Of their generic flavors, I would say this is probably the best compared to the citrus one, and they have some other ones as well. The names escape me, like a strawberry lemonade I think they have. This is probably top notch in terms of those generic flavors, so I probably would buy this again. I would go 7 out of 10. I'm a tough grader, so a 7 is pretty good in my book. Again, this is aside from the formulation stuff. We know that is good. This is strictly on flavor, 7 out of 10. I probably would buy it again. So let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite flavor of Ghost? What do you think of Sour Patch and Swedish Fish going away? Appreciate you guys watching. Please stay tuned for more. Like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Talk to you guys later.